Blog Talk Radio.
Yes.
Back up. I'm not worried about trying to get my stacks up, but you dying every day to get your racks up. Carnal-minded heathens worried about all that stupid stuff. Understand what I'm talking about before you judge. Yahusha is my rock and I will not budge. You lying to yourself, so I cannot trust. Yahusha is my rock, so I won't lie. Hey, I rebuke your Sadducees and Pharisees, because all of my people in the gutter, they sow the seed. Money over yard, they believe in. I duck weaving, dodging all them heathens. Hey, oh yeah, what you got now? The blade of the Most High coming down. Most of you are gonna die before you hit the ground, so you better hate sin and repent now. I know now, whom shall I serve? Those who are lost are found by His word. Wicked people will get what they deserve. Searching for the truth, leave no stone unturned.
Flip them like my savior flip the table. Get mad and we killing our brother like Cain did Abel. It's sad, but that's why stiff neck is what we all been labeled. That's bad that we steal from each other just like some cable. And we don't have to, the Father provides the one that made you. Yeshaya know what we've been through, and He's the one that saved too. My flesh had me, and now I'm glad that He came through. And now I'm back on my feet and not on the same move. No, money not a thing, man. Why you stressing for? Why? Pick your head up, man, and start sticking more. Seek and you will find, knock and it will open. Sleep, then you will blind. Sleep as you decline, floating with no direction. Got no ears, how you hear the lesson? You can't steer without my Savior present. Got no gears, stuck up in the desert. Oh dear, it's gonna get hot and it's burning more by the second. I'm glad you sent your son. All praises to the Most High. Yes.
Now whom shall I serve? Those who are lost are found by His word. Wicked people will get what they deserve. Searching for the truth, leave no stone unturned.
To the worst of the lost sheep, like you did me. I ain't coming at you like MLK as if I've been sleeping, been visited. This reality, I ain't had a dream. I'm telling you what I know. The Father's vengeance will be belligerent, and I know at a mercy He's winked His eyes in ignorance. For the times at hand that we repent, cause He was sent. If we would only believe on Him for our sins, just of a higher to redeem Israel to live again. Our praises to a higher.
I know now, whom shall I serve? Those who are lost are found by His word. Wicked people will get what they deserve. Searching for the truth, leave no stone unturned. I know now, whom shall I serve? Those who are lost are found by His word. Wicked people will get what they deserve. Searching for the truth, leave no stone unturned.
Hey, man. That was dope.
Yeah.
Who is was that, Sister Mark? I know that Spider was that partner.
No, that was Hosea Sound. That was featuring Spider and Ari Almuna.
Oh wow!
It was called Back Up. Yeah, that song cold. They just dropped that song the other day, and Ari sent it to me. Thank you, Ari. You know, I know a lot of times we see music and then we hear music and then we want to help to promote it and stuff, and Ari's always so generous to let us play it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but yeah, that's what that's song. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sister Mark. Go ahead.
Yep. So welcome everybody to another episode of Hebrew Hip Hop's The Fifth Element. As always, a lot of stuff going on, and so I'm going to just run quickly through the regular updates, and then we got a good conversation tonight. I'm excited about it. It's been on my spirit for a while, and I'm so grateful that brothers were so willing to, join us in the conversation. But before we get to that, pray that everybody's having a good week so far, and that y'all spirit is up, and that y'all, committed to being a light, wherever you are. So anyway, so If and the Truth is coming out with the final Birthright mixtape. We'll have a release date on that, but looking forward to it. I'm Eating Your Car, of course, Not Your Average Soul is scheduled for release July 7th. Ashi Asharala has a new project called Welcome to Heaven, date to be announced. The Sons of Light came out with Spiritual Agriculture this past weekend, and it is available for free streaming on YouTube. So if you just type in, I think, Sons of Light, and then the project is called Spiritual Agriculture. I'm pretty sure if you Google that, you'll be able to find it. And I think there's information on there on how to donate. So while there's a free project, meaning you can stream it free, through YouTube, they do, I think, provide a link on there where if you want to support the brothers, then definitely do so. Riggio is coming out with another project called World of Dreams. Again, we don't have any information about that as far as the release date, but check that out. Stay tuned for that, rather. True Gossip is scheduled for release this coming Friday, June 30th by Araya Music. So look out for that. Super Brews 2 is Ephraim and Peasy. It is a single, again, coming soon. Spider, Busy Man. I see you, Spider. I see you. I see you doing. I see you running. I see you waking up in the morning. I see you running. I see you going to work. I see you running again. I see you doing videos on the weekend. I see you. We see you.
I want to see him in this cold shower, man. Yeah, I see you with this cold shower prank, man.
No, we love you, Spider. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely always encouraged by all the work that you do, and it makes me want to just go harder. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate your transparency and everything that you're doing, your encouragement, because it helps people more than you know. I'm sure. So, but Spider and Paloco coming out with Running Man Part 2, and then Spider is also coming out with a mixtape with Bravo called See Christ or Die Trying. I saw the cover art the other day for that, and it's dope. So again, looking forward to that. Mind Culture Forever 2, which is Beloved Daoud, is coming out August 13th, and that website is mindcultureforever.com. And there was a T-shirt I saw this past weekend. I don't think it's available on their website, mindcultureforever.com, but it just says Mind Culture. They have T-shirts for women and for men. So if you know who I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure if you go to the website and ask the brother about it, that'll be good to help to support what he's doing, because he's another brother that is traveling around, and he's constantly doing interviews with secular radio stations. So it's good for us to talk to each other, but the goal is always to make sure this gospel gets spread to the four corners. So he seems to be doing that. Well, he is doing that work, and so I have a special place in my heart for that brother to continue, encouraging him and all the work that they're doing down in Atlanta, in the Atlanta area, rather. Okay, last announcement about the music. This is Yasun and Ty Russell is scheduled to release their project called Completion, and it'll be released August 1st, and they're out of Arizona. But it's called Completion again, August 1st, and you can look for that both on iTunes and Bandcamp. And again, of course, as always, we try to help spread the word as we get more information on that. Also, also, this coming week, well, actually tomorrow, we are doing a special segment for the No More Division concert round 2, Spirit versus Flesh, which will be next Monday, most high willing, July 3rd, in Kansas City, Missouri, 7 to 1 a.m. at the Truthwood Banquet Hall. And before that, July 2nd will be a No More Division Family Barbecue, again in Kansas City, Missouri. It'll be from noon to 8. There will be a water park for the kids. So if you want to shoot them away while you have some adult conversation, you can shoot them on over there, and then you can have your conversation. And then there'll also be a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, which, I'm hoping to get some footage of that for later on, for when I want to laugh to myself. I can just play the video of that. But no, it should be a good thing. All the brothers going to be there, sisters going to be there, and then an opportunity definitely to build with the city of Kansas City, build with the people there, and to, again, be the light. That's what we always trying to do. So, okay. I think I've said enough. So also, this past weekend, I was surprised to see our brother Mikael Urakwa came out with a video, of course, produced by Spider the Chief, and I'm sorry, hold on one second. So we got the music. I definitely want to play it.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Yeah, I think you're gonna dig this as well. But this is the day I had, and this is Mikael Urakwa, and I'm not sure if this is gonna be on. I'm not even working on the project, so I'm gonna speak too soon. But this video saw the other day. It was good to see Mike, back to his own shenanigans. But again, the day I had by Mikael Urakwa, and as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go.
Eagle faces.
Woke up in the afternoon, just chilling, ignoring stuff that I have to do. To go walk to Riverdale in the Hags and View at the shoes. Got a guy wanting to grab a screw, a girl past the dude. Heard his voice say, don't be an ass dude. But these bones in my neck, I'm finna crack a few. Cause it's taking everything in my power to not turn and look back at you. But that thing in the back is, so let me fall back. I know it's the demon telling me all that. Telling me that the flesh is hot. But with flesh and blood, nigga, I wrestle not. Sins in my dome, I confess a lot. Like the one telling me to caress or die. I go visit old spots where the smoke was billowing. Where you used to puff, you should go and chill in it. Is it shrub there? You know it's getting lit. Crowds are loud, you should blow a little bit. So ridiculous. Will these demons stop? Only speaking once, twice, I perceive it not. Really need to go home and just read a lot. But I hate reading, that's when the sleeping starts. Now my mind's idle, speaking broad, dreaming lots about receiving top and breathing fine. Don't think cause we hopped in this water, this walk won't get harder. I ought to just go on vacation. I forgot when you hopped in the rock with the Father, we all purpose soul visitation. We do, and these demons be lurking. No wife in sight, I feel like the singlest person. Then it leads me to purpose. Falling ones catch me alone like Eve with the serpent. At the time I don't see when they working. Mad whack trying to leave me from the purpose. A couple moments of pleasure. If I go through with it, will it even be worth it? Or will it leave me just hurt? No better than all of the people that's sleeping on purpose. The ones seen in the churches, creeping and murking, blowing back green and the purple. At the time when I'm speaking, I'm cursing. If I mouth, that means that it's dirty. Little hate in my heart. For instance, when I see my own people, I think they will hurt me. Then I want to see them bleed and it hurt. I can't stand the way this world is. Wickedness, when I read the scripts, I see that my kind of people, we made it perfect. We did it. So to me, that just means we the stupidest. Even we can't even sleep without doing it. In the streets, then we shoot. Thinking to myself, praises to the Most High, being moved from it. Seen a poor dude with his arms out. Pockets empty, can't get no arms out. I got a jacked up noggin. Gotta hurry up and get home. I hit my knees with the palms out. Outside, all I'm seeing is cops out. Broad scenes in the tops with the cleavage that pops out. People trying to sell me lean and they got loud. Trying to walk righteous, please, can you stop now? I'm off and lost and wondering where I'm finna be when he comes back. Cause if I'm staring at cheeks when he does that, it's finna feel like a big knee to the nutsack. I don't want that. I hit the living water, basically saying that I don't care where the butt's at, where the drug's at. Understanding and wisdom, I want that. Can't get enough scrap. If I don't forgive, then I won't get forgiveness. Can't shed it on my own, I need a different spirit. Thinking hard on my life and shit. Like, what if I whacked a sick Irish chick? Would I really do some good if I was rich? Stuff I used to do, I don't like the shit. But the spirit, I'ma stay by that. When it comes to the flesh, I would say I'm trash. Can't violate my conscience, but it ain't my ass. Any credit given to me, you should take it back. But this is only one of the days I had. Just one of the days I had.
again, that was The Day I Had. That was Mikael Urakwa, brand new music, video produced by Spider the Chief. But love it, you know what I'm saying? Talking about the battle in the flesh. And like we've been saying, you know, for a while, a lot of the truth music has been becoming a lot more honest, you know what I'm saying, about the things that we go through. So shout out to that brother for coming back, you know what I'm saying, with some good music and being honest about, you know what I'm saying, that the spirit versus flesh is what the No More Division concert round 2 is all about, you know what I'm saying, definitely. So hey, John. Is this thing on? Hello? All right. So we are going to jump into the conversation. All right, so the sound effect. I think I'm gonna stop playing the sound effect. But no, tonight's conversation is it's called Righteous Economics. You know what I'm saying? So I saw a video the other day. It was actually Tupac that I seen, and he was basically talking about. It was a snippet of him talking about just the inequities that exist. Who is that in the background? Is that John? John, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, that's Shalom.
I can't tell. Can you hear us?
Oh, that's probably my grass getting cut. Apologies.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Okay, no, I was just talking about the video I saw the other day and how Pop was talking about you know, how he don't understand how, you know, the inequity as far as you know, in the economy between those that have and have not. And so anyway, so it got me to thinking, because I've been thinking about that for a while, just in general, you know, so how we, you know, we say we waking up and we trying to, you know, do the right thing for those of us who are conscious about that, and I wanted us to, you know, have a conversation about it, and I definitely, the brothers that immediately popped in my mind was the One Nation Foundation, and because when they came on the show, you know what I'm saying, one of the brothers was like, you know, y'all kids shouldn't have to come to me with no resume. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to build with each other based off of, you know, us trying to seek the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that should connect us is our desire and willingness to serve the Father in truth and sincerity. So anyway, so without further ado, I did want to bring the brothers back on. Shalom, Gana.
Shalom, sister. Shalom. How y'all doing?
Hey, good. And hey, Ayara.
Bro.
Shalom.
It's an echo.
Yes, an echo.
Real bad echo. You probably can't talk on a speakerphone. I think it creates an echo a lot of times.
Oh. Is that me echoing?
No, I stopped now.
It's gone now. No, there you go.
Actually, it sounds kind of dope.
Sounds
kind of dope.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can figure it out. Hold on. I'm gonna keep talking. Okay, John, I muted your. No, I still there. Hold on. Hello. Hey, I don't know. I'm trying not to mute nobody's mic, but all right. So we're gonna keep going. So I wanted to thank y'all again. All right, hold on. Can y'all just mute your mics just for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So yes, I wanted to talk, you know, just bring up the conversation, because there's been a lot of, you know, well, not a lot, there's a few brothers that I've seen that have been talking about the concept of economics, and I know that, you know, a lot of people have different ideas. There's a brother, we talk about him a lot in Georgia, and I forget where he is exactly. My apologies, but Local Lands is a farm, and that brother is down there. His name is Asa, and he's down there and basically gave up everything, moved from New York, gave up everything to start his own farm, and, you know, that's what he do for a living. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no, but the point is to, you know, produce organic fruits and vegetables, and I think he has tea and coffee and all of that. But he made a move that was definitely a leap of faith, but but that will ultimately benefit the nation. If we all look to Him for our produce and all that other stuff. So, I wanted to ask y'all at the One Nation Foundation. For those who don't know, the One Nation Foundation is based out of the Seattle, Washington area, but they are, I think, providing a good example of the ultimate goal, which is, and I'm not going to speak for them, but when they were on last, they were talking about the One Nation Foundation, and it's the number one nation, not ONE, but the number one nation foundation being a storehouse for the nation of Israel. So go ahead, Ganad, or y'all, if y'all want to expound on the work that y'all doing, and also, anything that y'all doing that, since we last spoke to y'all, that y'all wanted to bring up as far as, us building together financially. So go ahead, you have the floor.
You want to grab that IR?
Hey, shalom. I guess so, brother. I was leaving it open for you.
Okay.
You go ahead and take it, my brother. Go ahead and open up, my brother, and I'll
Yep. Yeah. So, Mir, the last time we were on the show, Hebrew Bars and Verses, we touched on the tithing system,
right?
And we touched on employment and creating opportunities for our people, to where we don't have to be going to no Gentiles, filling out a job application. You know what I'm saying? So, like, breaking it down to the most basic level, dealing with One Nation Foundation. First off, when we first introduced the idea, it's not like we came up with this idea. This is the Most High.
Right.
This is what it is. So there's more people out there with this same mindset and the same spirit, different title on it. You know what I mean? But when we came out with it, first off, hey, you guys, a lot of people was asking if we was a camp, so they was waiting to see what doctrine we gonna come out with and this, that, and the next.
Right.
That's not what One Nation Foundation is.
Waiting behind the radiator.
Right.
Wait for you to say anything out of pocket. Yeah, we know about it well. So we already knew that. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't really we felt it best not to go the usual Israelite way of okay, let's record us on the corner and then let's make some YouTube videos of what we and all that, because that would give the image of what I was just saying earlier, So knowing that we're not about that, and not against that of people gathering and coming together, but One Nation Foundation main purpose is to serve a central hub. That's it. At its most basic explanation is to be a central hub for the nation of Israel, right? So,
yeah. Can I say something, brother?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Where the brother is right now, yes, a central hub. So, the things that we've been doing right now, I'm just going to lay out the things that the Most High has been doing as far as progressing the growth of this for the nation. All right. We have some brethren that have come clear across the country to operate with us. And, we have a cleaning service that this brother's going to start getting off the ground for us and all this. And it's not for us, it's for the nation. We have other brothers who are contacting us right now from the Tacoma area who are looking for this employment once we get it going. Right now we have another business that we're about to open up in 2 weeks. And we just have some people run that. So the more that we're able to open up, the more we're able to employ, the resources come back in because we follow our law. Everybody follows the law because that law is ours.
Facts.
We are not here to take anybody's money. So myself and another brother went to, we got a call from a brother who lives in Federal Way, and he operates with some other brethren who They may not call on the same name we call on or anything like that, but they invited us to spend the Shabbat with them this week, and we went. And we had a blessed time. And you know what? Those brothers allowed us to bring forth this information before their people and break down the precepts and understanding of the title. And it was received. Amen. It was received well. And they had already themselves been keeping a storehouse. And so, the Most High is bringing these things into play. So what we're looking for right now from the people, because we have committees in the foundation that we need to create components so that we can help each other cross country. Right now, we're getting ready to send a brother out, and we're looking here. Communications are in play to Boston. There's some brethren in Boston who are looking for us to come out there within the next month or two to try to set something up with them, meet with them, and get them on the ball as far as creating their own storehouse and giving that portion of information so that we can create for the nation here and abroad.
Hey, bro. Hey, it's a lot of background noise. We don't want nobody to miss the information because we know and understand what you guys are doing, but it's important that it be clear. So if you're not talking, please be mindful to mute for a minute if you got the background noise, so we can hear the information clearly. All right, go ahead, bro.
Salakia, that was probably me myself. I'm on the grind at the plantation right now, so.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
That was probably me. Salakia, brethren. You guys are getting reprimanded for it.
Oh, good.
It's all good. But so this is how the Most High showed us to be able to put it together because it's in our law already to operate that way. And I hope this is better for the background noise.
Yeah, it's a little better. It's a little better. But I did miss. I wanted to backtrack real quick, and I apologize. I want to because you said earlier that you were. I heard the awesome part, but you said that you were invited to be where, as far as location wise. Where did you all just come back from?
Excuse me?
I thought you were saying that you all were somewhere physically recently where you were able to get a word, but I thought you all were coming back from a place. I was trying to find a location. You mentioned
Cleveland.
I got that part.
Did you say Cleveland?
Oh, no. What I was
saying
is...
said some other brother in Tacoma. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So, no, what I was saying was we had some brethren come from North Carolina over here to operate.
North Carolina. That's what I missed. Okay, North Carolina. I got you. North Carolina, then you mentioned Boston. Okay, cool. Okay.
Right. But Austin, the brother from North Carolina actually connected us with some other brethren before he left up in Boston.
Right.
And they have a group up there, and we're looking to send a brother from up here who's on the board to go and set them up so that they can create a board over there and operate as one with us so that we can start doing this for our people.
Okay, good.
So,
good.
Those are the things that are happening right now.
Yeah, that's let me just shoot this out there. That's the primary principles of what the brothers in the Mashal Yashala is trying to do as well. So, man, there's definitely a necessity for everybody to show where they see it in the book. They got a nice little book. I didn't get a chance to read it, but it seemed to be all scripture. So, like you said, this coming in the hearts of many, man, and it's a beautiful thing. Go ahead.
And so we here are just look. There's room for 4 more people on the board, and we would like these people to be in different states or of different camps, so that we can cover the spectrum of our nation. We always we look at this situation critically in the foundation, and I always ask brother. Did the Sadducees, the Pharisees, and the Jews, did everybody believe the same thing? Everybody didn't believe the same thing.
Right.
But all showed up at the same temple, right?
Right.
So the thing is, when it came time for their peace or for their other things. They all were in agreement.
We having a real hard time. We having a real hard time hearing you, and it's distracting. So I'm not sure if I know you're at work, but it's becoming hard to really hear what you're saying. And I want to catch it, especially when you're talking about the committees. You need folks to help. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Is this better? I tell you what. That's perfect. Right there.
Stand by the window. So, if you need to, brother. Stand by the window.
Lean over by the forklift.
Right.
So I deal with some type of law enforcement security stuff. So I'm out in the public. So
right.
I was trying to use my hands free, but so these are the I forgot what I was saying now. So I'm sorry.
You mentioned
the Pharisees going to the same temple.
Yeah.
Right. So we didn't all go to the same. We didn't all believe the same things, but we all went to the same temple. So these Israelites were all for the betterment of their nation, no matter what. Everything that they were doing was for the advancement of their people, no matter what they believed. No matter what they believed. That's for Yeshua to come and do when it's time to establish it. And he's doing that right now anyways. By everybody looking to work together as a nation, we will be forced to operate. So let him separate the wheat from the tares, but let's build the kingdom.
Right.
So
man, you know what?
That. So we're looking. Go ahead, brother. Salakia.
No, I was gonna say, man, because it's strange because that's what me and Sister Tamar is tied together. Levi has just been beating me up for years. Like, why ain't these Hebrews seeing this portion of the story? And it just set in my heart to try to link them to one another. And it said in her heart, she had a dream or something about what ended up being called spreadsheet theory.
Spreadsheet.
Yeah, the spreadsheet theory. Well, link them together, man. Love them no matter what, because that was the example of Christ, and that's what we look at the book and see. And I watched an interesting video about enchantment. I didn't quite understand the Hebrew word that the sister used, but the stuff she was talking about, not everything, because she made it seem like everybody was enchanted but her. You know what I'm saying? But being pulled by these different spirits that ain't saying this common thing, because the street preaching is based upon black power. This is how the black people come back together, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but then it turned into, when you bring it in, it turned into a battle of wits and a lot of other games. So, but you start to see it in the hearts of people. You see what I'm saying? So it's in our hearts. We did it time, sir. I really wish y'all could be there, man, because what I found that is that Christ said this. He said, my brother and my sister and my brother, he said, my brother, my sister, and my mother are those who do my Father's will. So what we obligated to do is find those. You see what I'm saying? Because it's obviously a lot of others. You see what I'm saying? So more we do these gatherings and more we link with one another, man, the stronger we be. I done made some real strong alliances and met a lot of brothers that I love, and share stuff. I don't share nothing with nobody, you know what I'm saying? So we are 100% on that. More about the hub and what it is. What it is and how it benefits the nation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a beautiful idea, man. I love it.
Okay, and so all praises. I was just talking to one of the brethren yesterday, and this is what we are thinking. We wanted to get in touch with you guys and have a conversation and network, see if you guys know any other brethren, but we were thinking that we, as One Nation, will just go ahead and sponsor a meeting or some type of workshop or whatever, and the brethren who are interested in operating on the board and starting committees and seeing, so we can sit down and actually talk one-on-one, meet each other, and take this back out to our people and implement this in the earth. So,
right.
We gonna be getting in contact and delivering this information, setting up a meeting, getting in contact, setting up something so they can contact us, and we're gonna talk and fill the rest of the committees and the boards, and let's deliver this to our people.
Amen. And I'm on that. I definitely, because I'm on that. And what I see, I drive the short bus for the Israelite, right? What I see is this, is bringing it to life. Really looking in the book and looking at the instructions and how he telling us and guiding us to follow him to be back a nation. Will a nation be born in a day? You know what I'm saying? And it's very possible, because I don't know. I understand this about the book. The book is alive. Either way it goes. In English and Hebrew, it's alive, because certain of us is drawn to certain portions, and other of us is drawn to other portions. I'm drawn to this restoration of the body of the anointed.
Correct.
Seeing the bones live, the exceedingly great army. I'm drawn to that. All those things, to the bottom line, to where I call all Israelites out, saying that love is the power for the people. So
Correct.
That's the bottom line, baseline teaching. That's it. That's primary. Anything else, you off course. They say let the elders take the oversight. There's no oversight in what's being done. We teaching malice. We teaching things that set our heart apart from the Most High, who is ultimately the controller of the planet. When you get in the book and really read it and parse the verses, let it get to the bottom of it, he in control of everything. So what I see is bringing it to life, like Acts chapter 2, at the setup of the body of Christ, right? The first thing, they asked him, Peter, they said, what shall we do? The right question. So we were asking, we at the day of Pentecost, this is the kickoff of the church, or the body of people, and he asked the question, hey man, what do we do? And he said, repent, be baptized, and receive the Holy Ghost. Then he say many other things he expounded. Then they did this. They sold everything and had all things alike and distributed to everybody such as had need, right? That was an economical move by this body of people that separated themselves, because Peter said this. He said, save yourself from this untoward generation. The next thing they did was sold, they made an economical move. Then the next verse, they said they was house to house breaking bread, so they made a social move too. It wasn't, they sectioned off. You know what I'm saying, and did what they're supposed to do. And how my understanding take it over when I go back to Nehemiah and them, I see different portions building different portions of the temple. You see what I'm saying? This family built the dung wall. This family built the front gate, and so on and so forth. But they built it together. You know what I'm saying? They faced the opposition together, even though they was building different parts. You know what I mean? So I see this thing. And it's time to bring it to life, and that's what we're really looking for. I love to forefront or be a part of promoting that whole concept of having a workshop for brothers that want to step into a role or step into a role to lead, because I think that's a lot of it. It's emulation. And I'm sorry I'm going off into my thing, but this economical thing started with destruction. But it's emulation. They want to be what they see. But what they are, you know what I'm saying, if you have a bona fide accountant, street preaching, you are not taking you're not taking oversight. So, we got to get to the bottom line of it, which I also want to bring into the conversation, is bringing the money in and keeping it in for a certain amount of time, because we in their world. We can't look around that. We're going to have to break bread with them, because it's their world. And to resist that is to resist our power, because that's how he set it up. So working the jobs, bringing the money in, and functioning on and thinking and giving some consideration to keep that money floating around among Israelites for as long as we possibly can.
Right. So can I I don't mean to cut you off, brother.
Go ahead. I'm into the conversation, man.
What you're saying right there is key. Does anybody have a calculator? Gadon, you just want to do some calculations?
Con, yeah,
I got you. Oh, okay.
Okay. So we could see how if we implement the system the Most High gave us works, and we're just gonna use basic numbers. We know that everybody gets paid a different amount, right? Some more, some less, right? Whatever. But everybody across the board is actually paying the same thing. It's equal, 10%.
Right.
The Most High made it equal, so nobody could complain about nothing. Nobody's putting in more than anybody else. So, let's just say there's 10 people in your group. Let's get that number, 10 people, right?
10 people.
Right? Each one of those people, let's just say they make $1,000 a paycheck, right? They get paid twice a month, right? So, out of that $1,000, that's $100, right? So they would each month they'll be given $200, right?
Right.
All right. How much is that at the end of 3 months, Kanai?
600.
600.
That's 600 at the end of 3 months. Okay. Now let's just say we have 10 of those groups of 10. Can somebody do that math?
That's 6 G's.
That's 6,000. Yeah.
That's 6,000. Okay. So each one of those groups, let's just say 3 months, my group only had 600 come in, right? Well, they only actually gave 10% of the 600 to the whole hub because they were only commanded to pay 10%, right? Right. So that stays with them, that is for the widow, the fatherless, and the stranger, and the priests, the Levites, which we are. He said we are a nation of kings and priests. So that stays with them, for them to operate, to do what they need to do amongst themselves because they know what their community needs. They know what their people need. Whether the Most High is putting it on their heart to get things together for emergency stuff or times of trouble or whatever the situation is, agriculture or whatever it is, they can build that and do that. And as they continue to grow, what they can do grows and their effect on the community can grow. And now that portion that's going to the hub, we also are creating jobs and things so that now the brethren come to us like we're the how they tell you better go on down there and sign up for that and get them food stamps. Nah. You come talk to us and we're going to hook you up with a brother or a sister who this job that we all created. It belongs to every single one of us because we all put in. You get what I'm saying? Okay.
Man, no, I'm going to tell you, man, I used to buy link cards. I was doing a basketball tournament. Early when I came in the troop, I was doing a basketball tournament in the hood. I used to buy link cards and go to the candy store, and that candy store provided for the whole tournament, even a big tournament, a big banquet with big trophies and all that. So I know the power of just using our mind and not being selfish. That's it. You know, just like I'm glad you said, man, look, whatever you cast in is what you cast in because it's always what the Most High gave you. There's no difference. It's always a balance, but we're in the flesh. We don't trust Him. But that's a big point because it's if our desires is to shine, who is we trying to outshine? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't see these. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the other nations are operating by this, right? They actually tricked us with this racism situation. Racism means you're for your people. So by putting us through this thing and calling it racism, we are looking and we're saying, oh, that means that you don't like somebody. So now we actually like everybody, while them who never lost their identity and the traditions and the cultures of their forefathers are always going to love themselves. If I see 3 Asian dudes, one of them got a Buddha necklace on, the other one got one in his car, so they have their God with them, and they love their neighbor as thyself because they're always going to choose him over you. If something goes down, they never saw nothing he did. Or I don't know, I didn't hear him, I didn't see it. You get what I'm saying? They leave you out. You could be innocent as all hell. So they also are keeping. They also know the law. The first law that the Most High gave us is to love your God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and to love thy neighbor as thyself. And they operate by it to their gods because they have identity. So we have ours back. Let's operate together.
Amen.
And I want to jump in real quick. And I'm so glad the Most High put it on my heart to contact y'all because just this weekend I've been studying numbers with my boys. Because I'm like a broken record. We got to get back to the laws. I mean, for real, like studying the law and what we can do. You know what I'm saying? We definitely should implement. But even that, like even reading numbers this weekend, the portion we read was talking about the sustainability of the priesthood. You know, it wasn't that because we hear all the time about tithing. You know what I'm saying? But it is not. But it's for a purpose. It ain't just giving up because most high don't need money, so we know we ain't giving it to him. So what is it for? It's to create a system that is sustainable where those who are in service, even they get fed. And not only do they get fed, but they put a portion of what they get. So even the Levites, the portion that was that was given to them, they got it from the people, right? So because they got it from the people, they are at the service of the people. So they can't take the resources and misuse it because they are at the mercy of the people. So people give them the portion that they're supposed to get, and then even the Levites in that structure still gave a portion up to the Most High. So it was a constant evolving thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, wasn't nobody lacking. So it wasn't that somebody was taking the resources and getting fat off of it and was leaving the people behind. Everybody had a portion that they had to give back for the needs of the people. You know what I'm saying? And then the other portion too is the laws. By us all following the laws, then there is security in that. There is no, not that people don't do what they want to do. We have plenty of examples in the book where people went bogus. I mean, Samuel's sons, and then they was bogus. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Eli's sons, my bad. I think it was Eli's sons was bogus. You know what I'm saying? So we got examples of priests and stuff running rampant. But what keep everybody together is everybody being adherent to the laws. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we create safety around ourselves. So. Go ahead, I'm done.
I think Christ needs to be the head because that's funny, and I'm glad you brought that in because this the 12th portion that we was on this weekend. It was on Korah raising up against Moses, and then we went into the Josephus account, and the way it's written out in there, it's a social political move saying we should be leaders too. Because I'm the chiefest in the whole Levites in the calling. Well, I learned a lot of stuff this weekend about that. Korah didn't die in the earth crack. Korah burnt up, and I didn't know that. But that whole thing was jealousy and envy among the people. So for it all to work, Christ got to be the head, or for my brother, non-Messianic brothers, you know what I'm saying, the anointing got to be the guide. That got to be what we striving for, and let that lead us, you know what I'm saying? Because the law by itself can be interpreted a million different ways. You got the Torah only people. They don't all agree on everything. They disagree on a lot of stuff among themselves too. So it's interpretation. But if Christ is the head, I understand that's the winning game right there. All the other games is gonna keep us running in circles. But it's a lot of us that know that. You know what I'm saying? We know Christ is the head. We know if we follow him, untampered, him. What he did, he said, if you all walk like he walked, walk like he walked. What did he do? You know what I'm saying? We all got flaws, but I'm saying this is primary in the economical structure because it's jealousy and envy. And go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize. Go ahead.
No, because it's brilliant that you brought that up, brother. Because it's something that I wanted the Most High put on me, my spirit before I even left the house, to bring up and show that Christ Himself was operating with a system. Because he's talking about running a nation. We're talking about a nation here, bringing them back to laws that were given to them. So it is politics. You're right. It was a political move for them to try to raise up. It's politics. Who's going to run the nation? That's what is going on here. Okay, so Christ needs to be the head of that all the time.
Amen.
So
if he ain't gonna work.
He did give us the example, though, of him operating like this. Ganon, grab Matthew. Chapter 17. Chapter 17, 24 through 27.
Right.
You said chapter 17?
Yep. 24 through 27.
I got it.
Go ahead, read that. I keep bringing this up to these brothers and throwing it out here to the brothers. Look, man, pay attention to what's going on here. Read this, brother.
Matthew chapter 17, verse 24. And when they were come to Capernaum, they that received tribute money came to Peter and said, Do not your master pay tribute? He said, Yes. And when he was come into the house, Yeshua prevented him, saying, What thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute? Of their own children or of the strangers?
Of their own children or of the strangers, right? Go on.
Verse 26. Peter saith unto him, Of strangers. Yeshua saith unto him, Then are the children free?
Are the Most High's children free?
Are
the children of Israel free then if we're strangers in our enemy's land and they're taking tribute from us? In Christ, he does some things right here. The Anointed One does some things right here to show us that it's all about building our stuff and not someone else's. Keep reading, brother.
Right.
Verse 27. Notwithstanding, lest we should offend them, go thou to the sea and cast a hook and take up the fish that first cometh up.
Man,
and when thou hast opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of money. That take and give unto them for me and thee.
Okay, so he didn't want to offend these guys because they were over them as far as occupying their territory, right? They were operating partially off of their system here, getting taxed and all that. So they were being treated like strangers in their own land here. So he's saying here, okay, well, we don't want to offend these guys since they expect this, but you should have never opened up your mouth, brother. Go down there and fish. We know how long that takes. You know, when you're fishing, you got time to think. So he basically said, go think about this. And I looked at this and I'm like, hold on. Didn't they have a treasurer? They had a board set up. They had a treasurer. It was Judas.
Right.
So why didn't he just turn to Judas and say why didn't he turn to Judas and say, brother, give me a couple coins, man, get it to this knucklehead so he could go pay them? He didn't say that because he wasn't willing to give them any of their money that was for the house of the Most High, which is Israel.
Right.
We already get, okay, fine. They're asking, you opened your mouth, give to Caesar what's Caesar's. And then, don't open your mouth no more, brother.
Right.
And then can you grab Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, 10 through 11?
Come.
That's in the Apocrypha? Yeah. Watch.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. What's that verse again?
10. You can start at 10 and read to 11.
Verse 10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Most High. Verse 11. For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, and their labors.
I don't think you're in the right book.
Oh, my bad. I was in chapter 3.
So yeah. So I'm gonna set this up though. The reason why I'm going here is to show something. The worst thing that happened to our people. You got to think about this. Fresh out of slavery, you guys, they gave us everything. They treated us like royalty. We had our own entrances. We had our own water fountains, our own bathrooms. Right. We didn't even build that stuff. They did it for us. We was back there in the kitchen. I get to walk to the back and get a nice burger from my brother, untainted. We should have been walking by the window smiling at them like, I hope you like that loogie burger. You know what I'm saying? We actually had the upper hand the whole time. Civil rights was a creation of theirs to take us down. I'm going to prove it to you. Watch it. They seen every time we had our own what started to happen.
Right.
We started to raise up. We started to raise up. So they knew if they left us alone, then that would happen. But they kept coming and destroying us in violent ways. So they couldn't continue to do that without people recognizing that they were trying to stop us from doing that. Do you get what I'm saying? So they infiltrated and created civil rights, because what were we fighting for the whole time? Freedom, right? We just been oppressed for how many years? Slaves, right? So we are still looking for freedom. They played off of this. It's a psychological thing. They continue to say, okay, let's get some people to get them to look at little things. How we have our own bathroom, and then somebody's able to come up to us and be like, nah, man, this ain't fair. I want his bathroom. Brother, I wish I had our own restroom right now so that some homosexual wouldn't be looking over at me while I'm trying to use the bathroom. Okay? Some transsexual wouldn't be trying to go into my daughter's restroom right now because we would have been able to build off of our own stuff. They tricked us out of everything, and we gave it up. We gave up everything we had. How did we have schools and then somebody say, well, your schools are better, and we all went and fought for it and died for it, and then got inside their school and said, we don't have enough black teachers, and there's not enough black kids here? I could see why the white people would be mad. Esau is actually our big brother, so if I'm a big brother and I create everything, I give you everything, okay, granted, I treated you bad, but I gave you everything I had, and then you cried and said you wanted mine. And then when I let you in, you said it wasn't enough. So we have to break. We have to break this mindset.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. But the Most High, being mindful that the Most High said, you're going to seek after these other gods of wood and stone when I send you into these other nations. So that is exactly what that is. We trying to be them and live on their economics. But if we get back to the book, all the instructions for being in Babylon and building ourselves up in Babylon, it's there. The construction of the church, it talk about governments. But just like you said, it got to be a calling for men that want to step into these positions. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And it definitely, the bottom basis of it, it got to be kingdom building, man. Like John, kingdom money, man. It got to be unselfish. It can't be about your own personal interest. But then, and that's where the problem becomes in. Even with the doctrine, it ended up being a pissing contest because we saying. You know, we with the Most High power, and what I got out of that story is that faith. You know what I'm saying? Go pick up that go pick that fish up. You know what I'm saying? You worried about that? Just go get that fish, man. I got this. You know what I'm saying? And that's we rolling with as the Prince of Power with the Prince of Power. And we just got to be faithful beyond that. Another thing that I point out in the primary of the economic structure is that, man, Christ went in over us to tell nobody who he was. When Hezekiah told them people, man, look, I'm going to show you the treasure house. Soon as they left, the prophet told them, man, you shouldn't have showed them people all your stuff. And sure enough, they came right back down there and G'd down on them and robbed them. So, the Israelites have to understand that the power is with us. We don't have to tell nobody. And we don't have to alert them to us making these moves or doing what we're doing because we the enemy. We're their enemy. We're the ones that can embody the power, the only power, and that is what they're trying to keep us from. They're trying to keep us misdirected on all this thing. But we embody the power, but it got to be without jealousy and envy. We got to get away from that. You can see a whole bunch of times Christ said, man, don't tell nobody. He asked Peter, who they say I am? And they said, man, you the son of the living God or whatever, you know what I mean? Christ said, man, the Spirit revealed that you don't tell nobody. And it's in a bunch of places. So it ain't about how yeah, man, because you inviting your enemy in to know what you're doing and how you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Like my brother Elisha, I pray the Most High with him. I pray that he wakes some brothers up. He got some prison time, but he was invested in going up to Washington, D.C., and protesting for reparation in front of the White House. You know what I'm saying? And, when he brought it to me, I immediately told him, man, that don't sound like a good plan, man. I'm going to pass that. You going to give me some money. No, he's going to keep his foot on our neck because that's his job. See, their job is to keep their foot on our neck. But the Most High said, while in Babylon,
the scripture we're gonna read.
It say build houses and plant gardens. It don't say keep renting houses and cry about GMOs. Now it say plant gardens.
Mm-hmm.
So if we follow the instructions, you know what I'm saying, we'll be okay. But we won't. We want to intellectualize the thing when it's really there in plan. Go ahead, brother.
Well, so what the brother was pointing out was the fact that the Messiah was not about building up somebody else's kingdom, right? And you're right. Their whole plan the whole time is to keep us oppressed. That's actually the scriptures we're finna read here. But bottom line right now is, like you were saying, we don't need keep it on the hush to the point where we don't need to go out here and boycott grocery stores and boycott this, that, and the next and protest. If you don't like the food in the grocery store, just don't shop there, right? We got brothers and sisters, deep in agriculture. Go learn that. We need to be passing these skills on to each other. You know what I'm saying? So that we can become self-sustainable when they cut the switch off on everybody.
Right.
Right. Instead of going to Capitol Hill and protesting and crying about this injustice over here and that, just separate yourself. That's what we're supposed to do anyway. It's because we keep trying to force ourselves into their system, onto what they are doing, and trying to be a part of that, is when they come over and start bopping us upside the head.
Right. I think a lot of us, just to the justification of a lot of our brothers, because I done met a lot of them from a lot of different walks, I think it's just being indoctrinated, man, into looking at the thing one way. But when I go to talk to them about this kind of stuff, they see it in the book. So it's just more brothers like me and you and all the other brothers that see it this way, that it's a social, economical thing. It's the gathering of a people. It's the building up of a nation. It ain't playing church, It ain't about stacking no bunch of books in front of you in a menorah and then doing a YouTube page, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just,
there's a lot. There's a lot of brothers and sisters out there that get that, and truth be told, they've been seeking out people who get that too, and that's where the brothers and sisters that's been connected with One Nation Foundation, that's where they come from. They've been seeking out One Nation Foundation. However they heard of us, maybe they seen something posted or heard from somebody, but they've been seeking us out due to the fact that that's prophecy. That's just what's supposed to happen.
Let's get it.
So
I
love it.
And I want to jump in
together.
real quick. Hold on, I want to jump in real quick and say that this is always an open conversation. If you're listening online and you want to join in, if you want to, ask the brothers how you can help, the number is 914-205-5414, and press number 1 if you want to speak. And if you're listening on the line, press number 1, and we'll open up your mic. 779-279.
Israel.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, Daniel.
What's going on, man? Not much. I'm just listening now.
Oh, okay. I thought you hit that number 1. I know you know about getting some money, man. You dig? We're going to Uber this bread in and start a whole bartering system. You dig? Some collard greens, fungi, beer, fungi, wax, juices, everything. He blew it out.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think Sister Tamar said, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, too, one thing I wanted to add into the conversation as well. We said it before, but, those of us who are parents being conscious of, when our children say that they're interested in something, especially when it's righteousness. I'm not saying, your kids like, give me a fidget spinner, and you're like, oh, that's a great idea. No, I'm saying, like, if your kids naturally like things, they're interested in working with their hands, give them opportunities to do so. And I think that's how we continue it. I was reading in the Apocrypha the other day, and I'm new to the Apocrypha, but I just started reading the first Maccabees, but it talks about in so many words talking about how, the way that we cut off what we understand is by not teaching our kids. You know what I'm saying? And that goes from the law to even the things that we know that can be economical. So if you I think about my grandmother, for example, and my grandmother was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? But she had a lot of wisdom in her, so she knew how to make my aunties and uncles, make their clothes, and she had a sewing machine. But I never, and we wasn't on that teaching each other those kind of things. But I wish that I would have learned that information, from her, because that would have been of use now. So it's just it's just even bringing up those things that we know, not necessarily by the book, but that we know from tradition as being so-called African American black people in this country that we forgot. We don't know how to cook. A lot of women don't know how to cook. But we got sisters like, I'm gonna say her name. Forgive me, sis, Shamika Judah. Madam Sweet. She know how to cook. She's a baker, and I'm talking about can bake her butt off. So we got women in the nation that have this stuff in them naturally, and not that we're gonna make them share their gift, but I pray and that we able to see the day where our children are looking around and learning from each other, and so that they can continue the mission, and so it's not just one-off generation. Because we can look in the book over history throughout the Bible. One generation was righteous, and the next generation fell off. Not that's not going to happen, but that those of us that have this in our mind, that we're conscious to leave this information to our children or to give them opportunity to learn. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. My bad.
Man, it's funny because last night, like literally last night, I was having this exact conversation with a brother from Ghana, right? Yeah. And he's never been to the United States. He doesn't understand the mindset of the United States and why so-called African Americans operate the way they do up here. He does not understand. I was trying to talk to him about it. It was the dumbest thing he ever heard. Put it that way, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I get to talking to him about this, what you just said, right? Yeah. And that's when the light bulbs start going off, and that's it got real right there, because you're right. If we pass down this information, for example, what I was trying to say to him, I said, the Most High, He's blessed everybody with something, some skill, some gift, not all of it you can put a price tag on. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But they're needed. And I use an example as if somebody's only skill and gift is that they can pray they behind off, right? And they always praying for everybody, and they always know when their people are in need and in hurting, and they're praying against our enemies. I need you to do that. Just do that. If this brother right here, all he knows how to do, he can't do nothing else. He can't even boil water, but he can make music like nobody. I need you to make that music, because they're making music and it's destroying our people. So make that music and plant them same seeds.
Yeah, pow.
No, that was shots fired. No, I didn't even have you in mind when I was talking to the brother like that.
Got another call.
But
I want to open up this mic real quick. Hold on, my bad. I want to get to the call before they hang on. Hold on. 317-222. You're live. Who's this?
Peace and blessings. This is Brother Zaire Ben Israel.
Hey, Zaire.
Hello.
Hey, how are you all doing? I enjoyed the show. I enjoy hearing what's going on, and been kind of deep into what you guys were saying. And just wanted to kind of just say a couple of things. I didn't want to hold you guys up. Was interested in finding out more details about what you were saying about trying to put the board together, or how you go about doing that, because I would be very interested in being a part of that. Just give you a little background. Prior military, did 21 years in the military, so I understand structure. So in the capacity of trying to set something up like this, I know it takes a lot, but it can be done. Just wanted to tell you, brothers, that I do have a background in video production, and wanted to say that in putting together something like this, if we documented everything that we did, you could take, if people weren't able to be able to make it there, you could make discs and send those discs to people so that they could view them, to kind of give them insight as to our plans, so that what we're trying to do.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful idea.
So, so
beautiful.
You could get in contact I mean, he's on the line now, but just some contact information. onenation.found@gmail.com is where you can. Yeah.
Is that the number one or the word one?
That's the number one. Nation.found@gmail. Yes.
OneNation.found.
OneNation.found@gmail.com.
Okay, now
also on the website.
Maybe my phone is breaking up. Is it .found FOUND?
Con. Yeah. And then if you go to the website, on the web page, right on the front page, the first page, contact information is right there as well. Phone number and email address. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to say that to you, brothers. Keep doing what you're doing. This is what we got to do. You know, I'm there to support you, brothers, in any way. Just I'll connect from there. Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Con.
Peace,
Shalom,
brother. Shalom.
Now back to John. We ain't letting you off the hook, brother. What you getting ready to say? Something smart. You ready to say something smart? You want a thumb?
Bow.
Right.
Oh no. Me and Asad called the brother. I mean, we was messing with him though. It just sounded like it, you know.
Yeah,
like
man.
About me 'cause I don't know how to cook. Yeah.
Nah.
No, we was talking with you.
Nah, it's just you know, with these different skills, because if somebody knows how to cook, never been to a culinary school, a lot of these good recipes is passed down through family. So that's something that can benefit the nation. And just to put something out there, I'm not sure if I mentioned this previously the other times we were on the show, but we have people who are running businesses within the Hebrew community, which is a beautiful thing. We must support those businesses, but we got to understand this is we have to start creating businesses that draw the funds out of the other nation's deep pockets and then put that into our nation, in our community, and circulate that. We're going to need businesses that are tailored specifically for our people, yes, and we need to support those, right? You know what I'm saying? But you know, we need more businesses as well that are not just tailored just to serve Hebrews, but can also encourage the business of other nations to come, so that we can take their money, their deep pockets, their disposable income. We're broke. We're the poor of the earth, man. Let's go take their money and put it into our community so we can do things with it. You know, I'm just put that out there.
And man, that's important. Circulating the bread within, thinking economically, understanding that in order for not like a lot of things, you know, with a lot of the garb that's being sold, a lot of it is custom made, so the price is gonna be upward because it's a lot of personal craft with it. But nevertheless, we have to find a way to keep the bread coming within and cut out as many middlemen as we possibly can. And then functioning with the bread together. You know what I'm saying? Functioning, you know. And the only way that'll really work is, like you said, is functioning and getting a workshop or coming together and putting together a workshop. And I think that'll be something nice to be done over the winter months. Probably find a central location where it'll be easy for a lot of Israelites to get there, a lot of them that want to be involved or get involved. And then, just the partakers, you know what I'm saying, let the oversight be that nobody's trying to lord over the heritage. We want to take all these ideas and combine them together and stop being divided. Is Christ divided? Simple question, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Simple question, man. What's your answer, Joe? You know, play the tick down sound, because the answer is easy.
Can I make a point on what Ghanem was saying there?
Go ahead.
About taking from the other nations. We, as a people, and there's nothing wrong with creating our own stuff. It's just the fact that we need to market and service other people. Even in the scriptures, everybody likes to go to Nehemiah and talk about how he was about to put hands on people for coming and doing business, right? Well, our our people was doing business with the nations and the people around us.
That's a good
We were doing commerce. We were doing commerce with them. So what we need to understand is we can go and create janitorial services that are ours. We're not. There is no middleman of them. You know who you are. You're a consumer. So give me your dough. You
right.
And we need to come together and create the stuff and suck it out of them. And because the Most High God gave us a righteous law, as such, as all these laws are, we put our percentage back in and it circulates. And there's nothing that anybody can do to stop us.
And I apologize, but that made me think about. I'm glad you brought the Nehemiah thing, because I never thought about the people lost outside the gate being the other nations, and we dealing with them. But you could say the same thing for when Solomon was building the temple. He contracted with Hiram, and not only did he contract with them to get this, I think it was the cedar for the floor of the temple, but he bartered with them. Now, I haven't read it, and I might be wrong, and please forgive me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see no money being exchanged between them two. Solomon basically gave them jobs, and then he gave them food. So we should be up to also bartering with one another. And I'm going to say it publicly. I might have said it before, but I'm a grant writer. And it's I'm glad the Most High gave me the gift to be able to do it, but you talking about being sustainable. So not only do we need to be orderly, like you said, creating our own businesses. But I'm available to help people learn how to write grants, because it's out there, and or is a plan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that publicly. So if anybody needs help with that, I'm willing to help the process. Yeah. So.
Yeah, duly noted. All praises to the Most High for that. Yeah. We will, and sister, anyways, plan on the brother who are already reaching out to us. You guys, man, all praises to the Most High for you guys. So we plan on being operating with you guys, and you seeking to be a part of the board, and making decisions and helping our people.
Right. Yeah, whatever we could do to help, what I'm saying, that's what we're here for, and that's what Asad was talking about earlier, like, us being on one accord as, that's what we like to do. It's not that we do it, but we like to connect people. That's why I asked you, as far as where you was at, but you mentioned North Carolina, and there's brothers and sisters that we know in North Carolina, and I don't think we know anybody in Boston necessarily, but, if you need help with people in certain areas as far as states, just ask us, and we might be able to help you locate people who, may not even be aware of what you're doing. So it's one thing for people to willingly come to you and say, we want to, but it might be some folks that are sitting around pulling their thumbs, and then we could at least refer them to what y'all doing. So definitely keep us in mind on that.
Even more than that, sorry.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No,
I was just going to say, hopefully the brother will get to it.
Oh, okay. Right.
We too much on the same one accord, bruh.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. This what I'm saying about, faith in the Most High, man. Just go and get that fish, man. That money gonna be in that fish, man. Go there. Go where the Spirit take you. You know what I'm saying? It'll become a problem in the flesh because we do things against believing. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm sitting back and I'm seeing the vision in my heart many, many years ago that I struggled with a lot of turmoil until this avenue became open. And, of course, Sister Tamar, because she's the wheels that keep everything running. I can't get around the blessing. But even more than that, man, I see the interest in the power up. So we all the way in with what the One Nation Foundation is on. We want to do everything, the promotion of it, the gathering of it. We want to be in on all of it. And don't worry, Sister Tamar, I'm going to do the work. Because she'll be like, man, she always says, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then I end up doing everything. But, I'm going to do some of the work too. But we definitely put in the work for the power up, man, in the interest of the building of the kingdom. And I know that the ideas, because, I come up in this one situation, right? But I learn more about character from a whole nother guide from a whole nother understanding. You know what I mean? So now I'm open to, Israel, find the people of the Most High, find the power in it, see the fruit hanging off of them, let them reveal themselves if their intentions are for themselves or for the kingdom. If they don't see, I understand brothers that don't understand that contention been taught into the doctrine. We've learned how to go out and argue with one another. We've been taught to go do that, consciously or unconsciously. This is the spirit on our brothers. So there's some brothers that ain't seen that yet. So being compassionate as Christ was, and try to be with everything, man, because he in control of creation, man. Something might not be going right for you, and it ain't you, and it ain't the other person. It's God. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever take him out the plate. So you just give heed to what he on, follow that spirit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, even us landing right here, I'm telling you, and Sister Tamar bear witness to this, because she used to be like, man, you crazy, but I'd be like, man, let's do this, and she'd be like, do it, and then it all worked, you know what I mean? But and we never take it for us, and that's one thing she on give. So that's a balance in us, because I'm like, good dang gonna agree, but man, I see the blessing in being open-handed, and she heavy on that, and she heavy on the kids, which the whole radio station. I'm heavy on the kids. And the brother with the military experience, I understand this, and I pray that brothers among and out in the nation start to understand this. Our kids, they don't have to unlearn all the things we have to unlearn. They have the opportunity to be raised in a way where they understand things. I understand that group camps, summer outings and this stuff, man, this stuff good for kids to become men and learn ways. So, it's about you being innovative enough to think nation in the long run, because they didn't start like, they took the land in 1948 over in Israel, but they didn't start the plan. They started the plan way many generations before that to come get that land. So, we got to build up our kids in a manner. I would love to see my youngest boy strong, man, and have some type of structure, structure in his life. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I think I'm absent with on a lot of my other kids. I think they're gonna be all right, but I think they're gonna take the long way around. But I know they're Israel, and I know they know they got to get back to this word, because that's all I'm on. But at any rate, I want to raise them different. So the whole radio station, and Christ kept saying, the little ones, teach it to your son and your son's sons, and then even in the Psalms, it point blank say, out of the mouth of babes have I ordained strength because of thine enemy. See, but we don't follow instructions well. We looking at it, reading over, wait a minute, what is this telling me? It's telling me, man, that the importance is in the baby. Like Sister Tamar gonna always stress, and I'm gonna always stress it in the radio station. We want to provide an avenue where if there is, meetings or groups or things that the kids can get in where they learn discipline and structure, all in the name of we trying to build a kingdom. I think them things need to be promoted well, you know what I'm saying, so we can build a nation.
Can I say something? I'm just going to put this out here and give an overview of the idea or what the Most High division, the Most High has been putting on us to prove for. Yep. We do not believe that in America there's enough time to go and do as much as we would like to do as far as coming together and having land and stuff, right? We do think that we should get this stuff, though, in the form of, we all from the street, it's a thorough way. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's a thorough way. So there are plenty, and with all of us together, the money is nothing. Okay, pretty much. Let the Most High do what he, let him increase it. So let's get our vision is to be able to. There's plenty of schools out here, middle schools, elementaries that are just sitting for sale. Let's come together.
Man.
Buy one of these
for $34 in this town,
I would love to see somebody come up with a school. I'm sorry, that just got me. That's like something before I die.
Let's do it, okay?
Y'all want to hear what he's saying right here. Believe that.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So we do this. We purchase this school, right? And inside of this place, we have brothers who are carpenters and all this other stuff. Let's get in here. Let's separate it. Let's create apartments and housing. Let's move inside of this place because everybody's paying their dues into the law, into their nation. Rent is nothing, okay? We can prosper. We can prosper here. We can grow food. We can teach our children and start homeschooling and everything right inside of here. Man, One Nation Records. I don't care what I'll label you with. Let's push some music and let's broadcast it to the world as a people. We can operate out of one location and show the earth who we are and who our God is. And not only while we're doing that, it's a stick house. It could be thrown away. This is almost like the Underground Railroad, because the foundation, like she said before, the Levites, the hub itself, in itself. When I say we and the foundation, I'm talking about the nation. This is all of us. It's not the people who started it. We're just vessels. Mm-hmm. So we have been working abroad for those brothers and sisters who believe that they have to go, for some who want to go. Some don't want to go. Some don't believe you have to. There will be something here that we've created for the world to see, and they can stand on separate from the world, and the Most High can protect them in whatever way He will to bring forth their deliverance. And the people who are going to move on to the next level or to the next part of it outside of America can do so, and we can continue to grow. That's already going to be in the making. Now we can have our animals. Now we can do what we need to do, but we don't think that America is the place to do it. It's just the place to show that we have come together as a nation, and for them to say, surely those are the sons of the living God, and cling to us and take us home and, let the wrath of the Most High come down upon this place. Because I believe that once we're out of here, or that set number that the Most High wants, the wrath is coming. He is about to level this place. He's just waiting for His people.
Right. So like you were saying, with that set up, not only for, the Gentiles and the strangers to see that we're actually coming together and we're prospering like this, and when they come ask about us, all we can say is we're just keeping the law. But then also we have our own people who are looking for the example of what we need to do. And if we're not doing it, if there's nothing for them to even see, the only alternative is what everybody else is doing already. Right. You know what I'm saying? So something's got to be up here and going for them to see, and know, okay, I'm on that. Let's get that. You know what I'm saying? And then start moving people out of here who want to, because we have the resources and the system set up to do that. Where there's not people just sitting around,
there's somewhere
with
for
no
them
passport
to
go. and nowhere to go and all this other stuff, waiting on someone to tell them what to do. It's set up.
And I believe the reason why the Most High never allowed us to broadcast it the way that we wanted to and bring it out was for that reason. To not look like a camp. Because it isn't a camp. It's for this is a nation. This is he's tearing down everything. He's judging the nations. He's going to judge all of our people who are operating wickedly, and there needs to be something set up for our people and for the other nations to cling to when there's nothing else to turn, when there's nowhere else to turn.
All right.
The whole system's going to collapse.
Something's got to be there.
We have to be the only thing standing.
All right.
And I want to mention too, you all have some stuff like already in the works. Because the hardest thing is really getting the ball rolling. Because it's an uphill.
Oh, the ball is rolling.
So, okay. And that's
here's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go finish what you're saying. Go ahead.
No. I think you was about to speak on what I was getting to. Like, how can we get involved in that already rolling ball? Go ahead.
Right. So the thing about that is, with this rolling ball, we've taken the approach not to publicize every move we make and everything we set up and do. You know what I'm saying?
And personally, for me, the reason why I'm, I don't really do that myself is because of, man, I even hate to say it like this, but it's because of our people, man. You put things out there, and people are just looking for something to tear down and attack. And if they have a large platform, they will create stumbling blocks for those who actually needed this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the Most High don't have a way to get them through that, but I don't even want to be part of the stumbling blocks being set up. You know what I'm saying? Because truth be told, without doing that, people have been finding us. Not because we've been like, look at me, look what I'm doing, and taking selfies and broadcasting and making all this other stuff. It's the spirit that's connecting the people together. That it's not someone saying, oh, look what they're doing, and thinking carnally and wanting to be part of something or whatever, but not really spiritually really down and sound and really about this work. The spirit's been connecting those who are really about it and has been hearing that voice, because IR, you know this, you be on the phone with these brothers and you be saying it and they be finishing your sentences, and then you ain't never talked to them before. It's because they got that same spirit, that same mindset. He's connecting these dots. He's connecting these people. You feel what I'm saying? So the ball is rolling. So when we put the contact information out there, when we say One Nation Foundation, this, that, and the next, the contact information is not hidden. You can go to the website and it's right there, and it's direct contact. There's no telemarketer. There's no receptionist. You feel what I'm saying? And you know how to find me. You know how to find him. But we don't. The ball is rolling. It is rolling. It's rolling. And people might want to move out the way before they get squished. So anyone who wants to be down and want to operate and link up, the contact information is right there, front page.
So check this out. The brother was asking how and what do we need to do to be a part, right? First of all, we need to, there will be, and within the next week or two, Sister Tamara, we want to get with you guys and discuss setting up a date to have a workshop, finding a location, and making it happen. Okay?
Okay, cool.
So that we can have the brethren come to a place and we can all meet and come together, talk, dialogue, lay out the plan, and we are open to taking criticism. We are open to taking suggestions. You get what I'm saying? This is not nobody's operating like that. We're just brethren, okay? Okay, we're just brethren.
Right.
We understand that the Most High has many different parts to the body. And just like you were saying, there's promotion stuff. The brother came on and said he's good with video stuff. Where we were looking to make commercials and get them out there. Okay, so we need that. So we can get these commercials out there, because we're not just marketing to people who are awake as Hebrews. We're marketing to people who are out here who call themselves conscious, or are black people who see that there's something wrong in the earth, and they can come now and find out what's going on and see what they can do to actually be a part of helping to build their people. And with that comes the knowledge, because now we're coming together on a level to where we can deliver sound training to our people. It's us who have to come together and build these departments so that we can service the world. We could be the salvation to the ends of the earth. So that is gonna take place. So don't worry about it. That will take place, and then we can get the information out to everybody and let them know when it's gonna be and all that. And anybody who needs help or whatever, hey, all praises to the Most High. Things have already been rolling. We can help who the Most High has blessed us enough to help.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. And the only reason I asked that, because
go ahead,
I mean, just real quick. The reason I was asking because, as Israel, understanding who we are and everything, we trying to get we trying to save ourselves, trying to gather ourselves. A lot of people just think that, a lot of the brothers who come on the show just be talking. And, we want to show people that things are really in motion, and we really are doing things. So it ain't just talk, it ain't just wishful thinking and nothing like that.
Right.
So that too can encourage more people to get involved when they see that it's not just talk. We ain't just talking no more.
I hear you. And this is a blessing that you're saying that. Let me say this real quick, brother. It's a blessing that you're saying that. because I was just talking to the brother from North Carolina, and I'm not trying to boast right here, okay? He wants to actually make a video, he was telling me, to tell his testimony on how the brother have helped him even before he got over here, okay? We're helping the brother, and see, the brother comes and says, oh, well, you know, I got video stuff going on, so now we can link up with him and figure out how we can get some tape to him and get things going so that we can make these videos and get these things out here to start letting people know little by little what's going on, and so that they can see that things are happening, So it takes many hands, and we haven't had the hands, but the Most High is bringing that right now. He's bringing the increase right now. So all praises to the Most High.
That's what I was going to say, too. There you go.
Because,
you know.
That's the thing, too. I apologize. That's the thing, too, is that, you know, we do a lot of talking, you know what I'm saying? And,
I know you're going to dig this.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Who was that? Next caller. I'm sorry.
Who's the next caller?
All right. Dave Israel been trying to get in. That's why I kept opening his mouth, but I understand he had background noise.
It was a background noise. I apologize. Okay. Go ahead, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Hey,
you're live.
Yeah, I like that brother. That brother that just talking. I don't even know his name. I came in like, man, in order like the business part or whatever, like you mentioned, the record label and stuff like that, man. But we gotta have a product that we try to introduce to the whole world, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be so in the closet, like, okay, we just for the Hebrews or anything like that in order to be a success. You know what I'm saying? Even in speaking God's word, to me, like I know for a fact that we're supposed to be teaching everybody that. Everybody in the world. And I apply that to business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, anytime we do truth music, I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we could get together, we can make a whole genre of music, man. But we got to make the music for everybody.
Yeah,
if we don't
it's
everybody. Then we I ain't gonna say we wasting time because we still teaching and we edifying, but it can be a success in what we try to do, and that's my main thing, man. When we talking about true music, right? Like me and Asada talk, me and Don Boy talk, and you know a couple of other brothers. What's his name? Bruce Slap.
He from the truth.
Yeah, he from. You know, and a lot of brothers, man, you know what I'm saying? If we would have got together, right, and the plan was to focus on a project, and we can push a project, man, just like any major record label can, man, because it's all about marketing. And the strategy for marketing is to reach each and every soul that you possibly can reach. Now, if we stuck into the corner and we just like, man, well, it's just for our people, then that's to me, that's how successful your business is going to be. You understand what I'm saying?
Amen.
It's just going to be pushed off into a corner. So I don't care what level of business that you're trying to get in. Like, you know, me and my wife own a couple of businesses. You understand what I'm saying? And we Hebrew Israelites, you know what I'm saying? And we know this, you know what I mean? But the thing about it is, we're trying to give whatever our product is. Even, and I don't want to look at the word of God as a product, but the thing that we got to offer to the public, which means everybody that's in the public, every soul that's in the public, if we can focus in on that, man, then record labels for the Hebrews would be off the chain. I'm talking about promotion. I'm in the process of doing that. Like, I'm in the process of, like, and I want to join hands with brothers, too, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a process to promote John Boy. You know, I'm in the process to promote, you know, different true music artists, man, because of the simple fact, you know, that's what we need. Like, a lot of us, they got, like professionalism and really don't know what to do, you know, besides going to the studio. But my thing is that we can get all together, focus on that point and on that product, man, there ain't gonna be no stopping Hebrews, man. There ain't gonna be no stopping us, whatever. Even if we was trying to do a grocery store, we don't want to sell clean foods to just Hebrews. We want to sell clean foods to the whole world.
To everybody. That's right. And brother, can I bless you, brother? Can I say something there? it's true. We're in a battle against the wicked forces of darkness. So we need to go and address these forces with truth and with light to the earth. And we need to stand together to do such a thing, because they stand together and use us to come against the world, to destroy the people, to deteriorate their minds. So why aren't we going to come now and speak up against it together?
Right. Why don't we have our own genre music? You know why? We got to stand together.
But that's
and it's got to be,
yeah,
and it's got to be to the point where brothers got to be able to be humble. Brothers got to wait their turn, be patient, and don't make it all about you. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's all about you, because I rap, man, and John and Sai, they'll tell you, man, I rap. I'm an artist. I'm a true music artist, man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about that is, I don't care if it's me or my music that we pushing. I don't care who music that we push, as long as we push in the name of truth music, and we focus on that one person. Think about it. If we all donated or invested in John Boy, right? And I'm just gonna throw his name out because I know I talked to him and we done did stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna put John Boy in it, right? And I'm just saying, if everybody focused on that talent, you know what I'm saying, and put him out, and then here come the Peasy. You understand what I'm saying? And the Panam, and then the Daniel Israels, and the Bruce Slaps, and the Assange, and everybody else that want to come in. But we got
Hold on. My release date is in the wilderness, man. We already discussed that.
Yeah, man, I'm just breaking your name.
No exclusive.
I want it to sound good. Your name sound good in that. But what I'm saying, but if you can get the big picture, like that's what.
No, see this. Okay.
The No More Division concert, man, because I really want to talk to brothers. But if we would get ourselves together, man, sit down and formulate this table and focus in on one thing, man, because that's the only way that's gonna work out. Like the record label and stuff like that, man. If we can get it together, focus in what we trying to do, get it out here on marketing. We got brothers all over the world. Why come our marketing strategy ain't better? Why come we don't hear nothing that's on the radio?
Here's the thing.
Why we don't hear none of this, man?
A lot of this. Yeah, I know, and that's why we got No More Division round 2. And I'm gonna say this, and then we can open up the next line, September. So, it's happening. It's just get on board. And I think, the brothers from One Nation Foundation is on to something when they're saying we need to do seminars, because a lot of intricate things about what we're doing and how we're doing, we don't need to really, vent out there. We need to show the structure as the Most High laid it down. What you said, Daniel, was 100% right, because he said do all things decent and in order. He right at the front of the book, he talked about making your offering the best offering you can make it. So all these things is in the book for us to get. But I say this, I say that it's happening. It's not. We gotta understand that the Most High is happening. That's why we're on round 2. That's why the Marshall Yasharella is on round 9. That's why One Nation Foundation is jumping up and saying, hey, look here, you did, and so on and so forth. We got the Love and Unity Conference in North Carolina, the General Guttermosa Entertainment. All these brothers we are connecting with, so, it's just stick together, man, and be a family, and, the group like the music, right, which I think is one of the most powerful things that we have, and I agree with you that we should be subduing the industry. I agree with you, and we talked many times about getting entertainment lawyers so that we can play the game how they got it set up, because they was given the right to make the rules, and we was told, man, we got a power that say the rules can't stop us. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be mindful of that. But go get the power. You got Kodak Black in it now. I say the truth music artist. being mindful of who you is and who you working for, and the gift that you have. That Kodak Black is in a position to tell a lot of people some good things, and he may need writers. You see what I'm saying? So it's thinking about the Most High plan, keeping that up front. That's just saying truth music. But I'm saying to you, Daniel, truth music is a genre. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on right now. The Hebrew hip hop, the truth music. We saying this, the fifth element is the fifth element of hip hop is knowledge. So we live it, we push it. It is, and we're waiting for them to see us because we keep doing what we're supposed to be doing. You dig? And then when they see us, then they want to play on by our rules. But bless the Most High power because the blessing and the gift that He gave to John. Because like I told John, man, I rap. You know what I'm saying? It's a cannabis thing with me. I do great raps, but you know, songs, man. You know, that's a blessing. The thing, the gift you got, Daniel, man. And this is what I want to introduce into the conversation because you said shoot for the world. I'm asking everybody on the line and everybody listening. I know we got to get to it. I don't know if it's a caller or we got to get to announcements, but was Dear Mama a truth music song? That's my question, man.
Music.
That was truth music, man.
Truth music.
And that's what we got to do, tell the truth, man. That's what my soul was always drawn to in the lyrics. It's truth.
Brother, this is what I've been trying to tell people. Now, I know that stuff, you know, they're not calling on the Most High's name and they're not claiming they're an Israelite, but that was truth. Our people's been writing and spitting truth since hip-hop started. You know what I'm saying? Like listening to old records like Rapper Forte and old Tupac records and you know, old E40 records, listening to them, that stuff was truth, what they was going through. And people was listening to it because they could relate. So our music has to come from that truest place, too, because we go through stuff every day.
Yeah.
We got to put that in the music because people out there is going through this stuff every day. So we need to be spitting and writing our lyrics for them to relate. No, I mean, I'm not saying like sitting there, is someone going to understand what but I'm saying let that truth and that spirit of what you go through on a day-to-day, the pain, the struggle, the happiness, all of it, be in the music.
And to understand that it be a genre, to understand that it's a genre is to understand that it's going to be brothers that's rapping book. But that's for the edification of the body. But then there's going to be other brothers that's going to the world. And a lot of these songs, man, the way the man, look at this is what I'm on. I'm on I Believe Him. I believe that music is the most powerful voice on the planet. It talks to more people's spirit than anything. It make babies, it make murders, it make everything, war music, all this stuff. And I don't think we acknowledge how much power it has. I think the blessing and the gift that the Most High gave a lot of these brothers is to go out and touch the world, not just everybody on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it become us. It become us. That's what we got to think. See, we don't think that we need to do it. We think that it's done. You see what I'm saying? See, I am Lil Vernon. I am John Boy. I am Bravo. I am Peasy. I am Bronze. I go out there and push this thing. That's what me and Tamar do, is push this thing to the world. You know, the best to the outlets that he gave us. And then he's opening up greater outlets. So, you know, it's because my mother and my brother and my sister, those who do my Father's will, man, it ain't rocket science, man. You can talk book all you want. All we looking for is the fruits of the Spirit. And we with you. You know what I'm saying? We acknowledge the gifts we have and what we do. We acknowledge that and we keep that because, you know, we building the dung wall. That's what we on. Hey, we with you, brother. But our focus on getting the dung wall up. Let us get the dung wall up. You know what I mean? So, but we're with all the brothers that's ready to move into the next phase of this truth. I fault no Israelite for misunderstanding in the guys. It's to the increase of knowledge of truth. We grow in understanding. We understanding that our brothers and sisters took in Roman Catholicism and is playing church at this point. A lot of witchcraft and you know, drawing people into your big words and all that. You know, the people heap to themselves, teachers having itching ears. So you got a lot of guys saying a lot of big things, but it ain't coming to this end where we together and we're people. But that's the book. So we just got to be mindful. But back over to you, Sister Tamar. I apologize.
That's okay. No, David. Close the door, please. Okay. Close the door, please. Let me. No. So I'm not sure if anybody else wanted to add. We have like 10 minutes left, so I wanted to make sure nobody else had anything they wanted to add. Again, if you want to jump in, 914-205-5414. Press number 1 if you're listening on the phone. Press number 1. I did want to say thank y'all. Again for joining me. I'm excited to to continue to hear what y'all doing. And if y'all wanted to share any closing thoughts, anything else,
can I get a plug real quick? Since we're on the subject of truth music, my Judah mixtape dropped. I don't know, last month, right? So when I dropped it, I let everybody know it's a free mixtape. I let everybody know to download that mixtape and just burn hard copies and give them to people. Okay, get out there and get those free hard copies in people's hands. That's what I've been doing. I bought some CDs. I've been burning them up like crazy and getting them in people's hands so they can have something to listen to that makes some sense. You know what I'm saying? So that this is what we need to do. Whether you're selling it or whether it's a free mixtape, we need to get these things in other people's hands that need it. The promotion on Facebook and stuff like that, that's just one piece of the puzzle. We got to hit these streets. But My Judah Mixtape Volume 1, that's out. You can get it at myjudahmixtapes.bandcamp.com or look it up on DatPiff or SoundCloud. Just putting that out there.
Amen.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was saying that joint official, man. One of my favorites is the Kimberly track. Because true music don't always have to be Dear Mama type track. You know what I'm saying? It could also be being aware. If you talk about the polluted water, that's a true music track. So, just throw that out there too, man. We don't always have to talk about, things that's happening in our projects, but also things that's happening globally that, a lot of people may not be aware of. So, yeah, man, Kimberly, My Judah mixtape, man, it's joint tight, man. Really appreciate that joint.
Hey, praise the Most High. Thanks, bro.
This is Brother Ayar. I just wanted to say something. And I'm always seem so serious. This one's gonna seem a little bit serious too. But I love my people. I love my people. All praise to the Most High. And I love the Most High. All praises to Him. I love the Anointed One for what He has done for His people, because He loved us first. And I'm gonna say something, and I'm saying it all in love. Okay, we had an opportunity to. We were looking at a place, and we had an opportunity to be able to be in a position to grab a spot that was like a drive-through situation to start a little, almost in a way, a little fast food restaurant for our people. And we decided not to go that route and then bump down and just do a little convenience store type thing. But the reason why we decided not to is because we knew that we couldn't go to our people for the support to be able to do that, and they wouldn't realize that they also were owners of it and understand enough to get with us to not just have this one, but to create another one. Do you get what I'm saying? So once we have this summit or this workshop or whatever, and we come together and we roll this out and the information's been delivered and we can take it to whoever and wherever and build this wherever, just like they was doing in the New Testament, because that's what they was doing. They were building they were building hubs where the brothers could operate amongst themselves wherever they were. So once this comes out there, don't let it go out void and us not be able to operate and do stuff. Because everybody wants to say, well, what are you doing? We don't see nothing. We don't see nothing. Israel seeketh the sign. Okay? The Gentiles are looking for that for that knowledge. Okay? So let's give everybody what they're looking for. The Most High gave us the knowledge and us the strength, gave us the knowledge of who we are. Let's get together underneath our power, implement it, so that our people can see that there's something there, and they will come in since they need a sign, and then the Gentiles will come in, and then we can let the law be what? Our wisdom in the sight of the nation.
Okay. And I think even with that, you know, so I was remembering because we experienced that since me and Asad been working together that you know, it's always going to be a few people. You know what I'm saying? I think that I've learned through the process because we've been working with each other doing this radio station for almost 4 years, and we've seen people come and go, but we still here and we committed. So I think that's good, you know what I'm saying, to always, you know, that's to everybody who's listening, to not be discouraged by the numbers, but just know that, you know, if it's in your heart, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna manifest into positivity if that's what the Most High intended it to do. It's gonna grow, like you all have already attested to that. It's growing without you even doing no extra work, you know what I'm saying, no extra marketing. So so y'all, I want to say to y'all, be encouraged. Y'all got a lot of great ideas and big, beautiful spirits, and I pray the Most High continue to give y'all the vision and the strength, you know, as long as you continue to seek His face, and then have them blessings cover your household, you know what I'm saying, and keep y'all covered and protected, your wives and kids and dogs, if you got a dog, a pet, goldfish, keep everybody safe in the household, because y'all, you know what I'm saying, doing righteous work. So, anyway. And I want to say thank you. Yep. I want to say to everybody, not everybody also who tuned in, we thank y'all for building with us. And we always, this platform, for those that don't know, the Hebrew Hip Hop Fifth Element is a platform for everybody to, you know, come together and add their thoughts and stuff. There's always open conversation for that. And for those who are traveling out of town next week for the No More Division concert, pray y'all flights be safe. And also the gathering, I didn't mention it earlier, but of course the Demetrius and Head Rap's first annual Hebrew meet and greet July 15th and 16th in Houston, Texas. Pray y'all flights be safe and travel as well. So anyway, so grace and peace to everybody. We love you, and until next time, be good to each other. Peace.
Davis Absolute. The body. You say they judge me by the words I won't exchange with dummies. I would never give the pearls a spine. Now they wanna take it from me. Ain't it funny? No hoax. I'm known for making quotes for my God. Why they lie? Only holding 4-5s to make change for 20s. Sifting through the epistles. Why they making it rain? Paper mache. Grabbing pistols. Living a life that they can't take to the grave. Someone could take it today. Their mindset is polarized. Stuffy Polaroids. We'll see what you're made of till they shake your face. Never wide awake and I was sleeping hard. A dreamer with a theme for being the reason they applaud. It was also for the fame. Stuff back over shadow game. In the eyes of God, I'm more than a star, and He knows them by name. So now, who am I? Just a rapper with a mission, a passion with a gift, and that you can witness while I maneuver through Uber fitness and hula hoop with a school of fishes and a moon suit with a Bluetooth while I'm kicking it written for the who's who knew God's truth. This just got a cool crew made of a few dudes who spit truth. That's too ridiculous. Rules of the fools being black and blue for those who pursue confused religion, untrue prediction. New age is speaking, the universe will listen. Uncouth, we are moved by the spirit's diction, cruise controlled by His vivid wisdom. Pictures, pixelated pieces of paper, flip through the scriptures, pages. Proof is in them. The son who created the moon stars, the Jew convicted for the ruthless sin. Lives forever, the one who you should witness. Pay attention and once your dad is paid, pay a second visit. I pray you listen, made in this image. We make up the body. Yeah, you see my people right beside me with inheritance of the godly. We make up the body. Yeah, far from perfect, undeserving from the earth and the dirt, but you know we make up the body. Yeah, you see my people right beside me with inheritance of the godly. We make up the body. Yeah. We make up the body, put your hands in the sky beside me.
I hail from a place most familiar with, no block clubs, just hot snubs. The block was Millicent. Didn't know we all was limited due to our ignorance. Words I jotted down in sentences, I don't remember it still. Quotes I wrote down, I thought was profound. I don't condone, they left me broke down. I was so bound, chased the wrong crown. In deep waters I was gonna drown. Needed a lifeguard, Christ God sent His own down. And from then on, now that my sin's gone, all of my pins on is trying to retract all the rap that he pit wrong. I told him on this song, we can get back, but get back to the real throne. No matter what skin tone, cause whether you white or you black got a syndrome. I can admit wrong, but truly thank God for the path I was sent on. Now that I'm in zone, represent for the body like a body with a fit on. Ain't nobody trying to get on. Carbon copies of Poppy, the mob be a bit strong. Remember the Flintstones, I ain't talking the plot, but the rocket was built on.
But we make up the body. Yeah, you see my people right beside me with inheritance of the godly. We make up the body. Yeah, far from perfect, undeserving from the earth and the dirt, but you know we make up the body. Yeah, you see my people right beside me with inheritance of the godly. We make up the body. Yeah, we make up the body, put your hands in the sky beside me.
You can say I'm trying to be a male Lauryn Hill. I I'm just trying to make some music that the Lord will feel. I've been walking in the light like I got chlorophyll. It's all love like tennis, running like I'm Emmett. But they beat a brother up, so I'm sorta chill. That's blue too, go and get a blues clue. Man, I'm trying to get up in your ear like a Bluetooth. This a who's who of the Christian rap new school. School in session, anti-trapping, anti-crapping, anti-flexing. Only good vibes, you might think I'm on antidepressants, dog. I'm just really happy like on 7th Heaven. You gon' have to Netflix and chill just to get the reference. Gave an absolute to Davis, kill the track or should we save it? Monty said that ship had sailed. I guess iceberg must have sank it. Lauren got me speaking Spanglish, Mosley got me speaking Spanglish. Vamos vato, we ain't playing hermano. Trace what
I'm a no big deal, absolutely. Got some people from my past probably wanna shoot me with a Uzi, but I'm cool, B. Big and bad, big and boom. People who are fooling, OGs fool me. Sickers when they pull me, red and blue like police. GP guess I know streets, but I ain't backing no heat. Dilly thought that I was white before he got to know me. Mira pa' acá, papi, yo no soy gringo. Puerto Rican, Cuban, you know the lingo. Sapa Joe Domingo, got a homie named Domingo. I'm millennial bilingual, I can spit in any flow. Used to call myself the pistol, but I never let the semi go. All about the ghost like I'm Demi-Mo. Promise I would never go where the many go. See I travel on that narrow road, pull it in the barrel flow. They go, we don't care to go. To the bandos in the trap booming, we are the body staring the sun. Yeah, that's cool if we make up the body. He bodied all of us in, parting all of us in, parting if I could fit. Yo, these preachers and prophets thinking your profit that you stocking, they probably wouldn't stop it if Jesus told them to stop it. I could see him turn the tables like DJ Promote. I'm not a star, he is God, but we play a role. I try to hang with the sun like I'm living off the coast, man. We are the body, but this isn't really Voltron or sign. I got 3 brothers, better know some. Mostly on the block like he hanging in the post.
We make up the body. Yeah, you see my people right beside me with inheritance of the godly. We make up the body. Yeah, far from perfect, undeserving from the earth and the dirt, but you know we make up the body. Yeah, you see my people right beside me with inheritance of the godly. We make up the body. Yeah, we make up the body. Put your hands in the sky beside me.
I to observe the broken world around me, and I use my thoughts to process all of the things that I've seen until my mind can make sense of all the things I observe. And I use my tongue to put all of my findings to words, and I find it the body of Christ is a lot of the body of mine. There's different parts and different purposes, all of them one of a kind. The heart can live without lungs, the lungs can live without heart. So don't be surprised when the enemy plotting to come in and tear us apart. Yeah, I remember back when there was a time when the mama was all about art. Now we're just telling these rappers they step in the booth and they plug in the mic and they fart. Bragging about how much you freestyle and half of the time, and these rappers don't even speak words. You will not get chemicals up another, you think it you have a little boy, you absurd. Now I'm just trying to let nobody heard of me. This isn't rapping, man, this isn't surgery. See me just cutting out all of my flesh to replace it with the one who save me eternally. Those are people who think they got work for me. It's all just part of the job. So why ain't you coming in next? Yeah, I'ma just give it to God. Tribe is on the move, this standard crew, David's absolute, brother 3 on overdub. I'ma speak the truth, bring the mind that you lost and not. Just a couple shows, it's all I need to clear my rider's slot. Grab the mic with my chest out. Best believe it, man, don't see that we seem to be the most blessed out. I ain't tripping off your roll, cause I know mine. Ain't concerned about cosigns, just to know that the body gon' function as soon as we hit the goal line.
We make up the body. 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 Put your hands in the sky beside me.